So while I was gone, I saw that new documentary about Rashad Jamal, aka Divine Insight. Let's go ahead and break this down real quick because you should have knew I was gonna dive into this. Come on now. So, first of all, for the people who are gonna watch this documentary and don't know who this man was, they're gonna paint him as a cult leader. He was never a cult leader. They gonna say he did heinous crimes that he never did. And it's crazy how these people who paint him as this negative image when they've done way worse, but he was talking about what they were doing. So they painted him as a negative individual. And I'm not mistaken, I believe his wife had a hand in making this documentary, which is very upsetting for me because of the fact that he was his number, you know what I mean? He was right there next to the man. You know this man wasn't like that. But let's get into the actual full length of what I want to say about this documentary. First of all, this documentary is going to be nothing but falsified information. This man never did anything when it came down to harming kids in Missouri. I was living in Missouri. He never did none of those things that they said that he did. This man would come on this internet, he'd go on YouTube, he'd have lives. He had the only free university that you could have went to join to learn all of this information. He charged nothing. He never incited anybody to go do anything negligent. He never incited for people to be, he said, yeah, you're gonna be angry. And they scared of that anger. He was waking people up. He was really putting people on, especially black people, to what's really going on in this realm. That's what happened. And so whenever you get to a certain level where you have a huge following that they can't control, they call you a cult leader. Now, am I going to say every cult was, the same situation? No, but there's a nice majority. If you go do research and really dive deep down those rabbit holes without losing yourself, you will come to find out that a nice majority of some of these cults and cult leaders were just spiritual individuals who actually gained a huge following. That's really all that happened. They called him a internet terrorist. He was never terroristic when it came to his information. All he did was speak on the quantum and metaphysical levels of what we was going through and what this world was doing to us. So, a little insight on this whole situation about who he was as a person and things that he used to do. This man would go out on the street spitting the information out for people. He'd be out there like a crazy, remember in the movies, the crazy man who was always trying to, throw the information. That was him. He wasn't crazy though. He would go out there and try to throw this information out, waking up all people that he could. He was a rapper. He was a father. This man was actually amazing individual that they had painted in a huge negative light, and they locked him up because he was speaking on what we're going through in this light code lockdown. You have to really open your eyes and understand that they're going to continuously paint images of people because we're getting to the end game. We're already in the end game, but we're getting closer to the end. They are going to continuously paint people as negative entities and negative individuals when the negative entities are the ones painting the picture. And that shows through the way that we live life. A little bit of information for the people who follow Rashad Jamal. I'm never going to ever in life tell you to stray away from verbally saying that, I followed that man. Not follow, but I was a student of his. Because what y'all don't know is in other realms, especially realms up above this one, this is the lowest realm that we're on, he's a teacher. He teaches a majority of us what we're going through and things that we're doing, how to use our powers, how to moderate on this realm. He teaches us all of that. So when they paint this image of this man, please understand that it is false. I'm trying to articulate the information as best as possible, but it's all false. None of that is true. He was on camera in his kitchen, posted up just like this. See if I get it like post. I can't find a list there. He's posted up like this, and he just talking. He going on about all the things that's happening in the world. That's all he was doing. There was never none of those negative things that they put in there.